My name is Leonardo Castillo. I'm here to persuade parents in America to let their kids play sports. And why should they play sports? Playing sports can get you out of trouble, stress relief, keep you off the streets, and give you something to do on your off time, off of school and stuff like that. Me as a kid, I grew up around a lot of violence and all that crime stuff, so I really didn't have nowhere to go besides school. So after school, growing up as a kid, I just used to walk home, and I used to get picked on and walking to school, staying like I was always in trouble, whatever the case was. So my parents decided to put me in sports. So they asked me if I wanted to play a sport or which sport I wanted to play. And I was like, I'm gonna pick a sport with my friends and where I know coaches that I can love the game and grow. So I chose baseball to start off with. I met a lot of friends. When you play a sport, you meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of you understand a lot of different stuff. You learn stuff, and that's why I chose the sports life over anything else. Playing sports can benefit your child by teaching them how to work well with others and communicating well with others and coaches and just stuff that have to do with life and choices and all that good stuff. Teaching the kids to work together is something you want to do from small, like get them disciplined, get them with a lot of respect in them, all that. Sports have to do a lot with that, like life lessons. Working together to surpass a common goal, and it also helps with communication skills, like how to communicate with other people, how to make something work as a unit. That have to do a lot later on with like goals in your work, like in your job. When you get after college and stuff, you gotta learn how to work with people and how to, communicate and say this and that. Also, it's good for problem solving skills. Like that's another thing. A lot of grown, young adults don't know how to deal with stuff when it gets hard or heated. You don't know how to get through that. It is a natural stress relief. I'm gonna be honest, like at school, when you go to school, you be in there, work, I don't wanna do this, and then you got practice after school, so now you pumped, you excited because you're gonna do something you love doing, and it relieves you from, what you've been through, throughout your day. Is another form to keep the kids in shape, keep their body toned, keep them in shape in the aspect where when they go to another level of the game, they're up to par or up to the level where they need to be. Bonds, you can meet a lot of people. You can meet friends that you never think. Like me, I'm here at college. I never thought I would meet some wonderful people. And it's gonna help me, it's gonna benefit me later on in life when I go to my other destination. That way I have more connections around the world and stuff like that. It's better for me. Playing sports is just fun. It keeps you in a good mood. You go home, you tell your parents how it was, and how you did. You could have a great game. You come home telling your dad and your mom how your day was. You won the game. It's just something you wanna. It's a positive vibe in you that you just have when you into sports and stuff. Being out there with your friends and teammates and also winning games is very exciting. So you come home, your kid is tired, but he's had so much fun that when he get home, he's just tired and he just go to sleep. So parents, it's gonna be easier for you if you put your kids in sports. That way you will have much to do, but go and support their game and stuff. Playing the sport is beneficial to children just because they, like I said, they learn more. They learn out of the game, they learn more stuff. How to be respectful, like I said, discipline, staying in shape. Has to do a lot with sports and life. Because when you leave the gym or you leave the field, you have to go out there and still portray yourself as a student athlete to the adults and all the community, and the whole community. Bonds with coaches, like connection with coaches and stuff like that, you would need that in the long run just because of college not college itself, but jobs. You don't know what you could get out of the coaches that you met, or you started to bond with from since you were a kid. So parents, I strongly persuade you to put your kids in the sports. That way, they start learning how to be a grown man, be a grown woman, grow into somebody respectful and disciplined. That way, you have secondary parent, you got second parents in that type of way. You have somebody you can trust, like a coach. You can put your kids in somebody else's hands where they can learn the same way they're learning with you. Keeping off the streets, that's big time. How the violence, the crime has gone. The crime has been crazy around the whole world. Where I'm from, they kill every day. So being in the gym or being on the field is somewhere you would want to be. Because it's positive, it's innocent lives getting took everywhere. So you ain't really got to be in bad stuff. But the farther you are from the streets, it's better for you as a kid. That way you don't even know what's going on in the negative world. You're just in a positive state of mind every time. Staying in the gym, ignoring all the hatred, all that. You're just away from all the negativity when you're in the gym or you're on the field with your coaches and your teammates. It just is a wonderful feeling coming from an athlete. Putting them in sports is it really benefits you as a parent. That way, you're not doing all the job and all the work by yourself, or whatever the case is. Right here, I have teamwork. That's a big key. That's a big word right there. Right here, it says, no one can defeat us unless we first defeat ourselves. That's a quote said by Dwight Howard, an NBA player, well, a veteran. And right here, I have a chart of the benefits of sports and exercise for your kids. This is a statistic taken from kids in 1st to 6th grade. They asked them, what do you feel when you're playing this sport or you're doing this physical activity? These are the statistics coming from kids, not parents, kids. I feel good about myself. It builds self-esteem as well. It builds the kids' energy. It builds a reason why they need to wake up every day. It's just a good feeling to just wake up and have a purpose every day to go out there and get better every day. Get better than your teammates. Get better than anybody. It don't matter. You just want to get better daily. Right here, I have these kids playing. Look at them. They happy. They having fun. They laughing while they do something they enjoy. Look at that. So I heavily, it's very important for you to put your kids in sports. That way, they have so many to learn besides the game. There's a lot of life aspects into sports that nobody knows. And that's my speech on why your kids should play sports as growing up.